My name's Molly Shepard. I'm chair of the finance committee this year. I grew up here at Wilshire, and professionally I'm an ESG consultant for PwC.
I'm Ashley Robinson. I am a second-year pastoral resident here at Wilshire. I'm happy to be joining Molly, talking about how to give.
Yes, our little stewardship conversations. So this is the second video that we're shooting. The first one was on how to become a first-time giver, and today we're going to talk about how to become a regular giver. So maybe you've given to Wilshire a couple times before, maybe on special occasions or for special mission budgets or, here and there. But maybe you're thinking about becoming a more regular giver and setting up a more consistent, regular payment to the church. This video is for you. So, Ashley, tell us more about why does it matter to give regularly, and what are some of the things that people are trying to overcome kind of personally and theologically to get there?
Well, it matters to give regularly because it helps us plan our budget. Yeah. And budget can be a daunting thing for a lot of people, but truly, I believe that budget is a picture of hope. It's hope line by line. And so if you think of that as what a budget is, it makes it a little bit less daunting. Yeah. And so when you give regularly, it helps us plan for what we're going to do to steward the resources that we have. And just a few things that people do hold on to when they don't give regularly yet is that a lot of times people are holding on to something. And so there's a sense of letting go. One thing you have to let go of is shame. Sometimes there's shame around not giving what you feel like is enough, not giving what you feel like should have been often enough. Whatever that is, there's a sense of you just have to let go and join the community of givers, knowing that every gift matters whenever we receive it. Another thing that people, I think, fall into is giving requires trust. Trust that what they're giving to really matters. And you can find on our website a list of wonderful things that we do with our church, our missions, our outreach. On our How to Give page, there's even a detailed explanation of where your money goes, the unified budget and other places. So there's a sense of letting go, and then also a sense of gaining trust that goes into giving regularly. Yeah. So back to the practical side. Talk to us about some practical things about giving regularly. How does one go from an occasional to a regular giver?
Yeah. So similar to the first video we recorded, those two rules that I laid out I think still apply here. You don't have to start at 10% if that's not attainable for you right now. Start somewhere. And second, pick a concrete number. Don't stick your finger in the air, like I said. Pick something concrete. And I like to think about how I give to church kind of relative to the other ways that I give in my life. So on the lower end of things, I think about, what I give to a friend's Facebook fundraiser, right? Kind of those one-off opportunities. And then kind of in the middle is what I give to other charities that I care about on a monthly basis. And actually on a dollar amount, those monthly gifts might be smaller than what I give on Facebook fundraisers, but they're recurring. So over time, they kind of add up, right? And then on the high end is my tithe to the church. And I'll admit right now, as chair of the finance committee, Michael and I are not at 10% yet. That's something that we're still working towards, and that we have to constantly reimagine, re-envision, reorient ourselves towards the church to make sure that that is our financial priority as our financial position changes over time. And the last thing I want to say to those who are starting to give regularly is it's okay if you don't get it right the first time. This is not set in stone. Right. You can go back if you under or overshoot a realistic number for yourself and change it. So let's say you're feeling especially generous the day you sign up, and then you realize a few weeks or months later, man, this gift just really isn't sustainable for me and my household budget yet. You can go back and lower it. That's okay. On the other hand, if you're feeling especially cautious and you kind of undershoot it and you realize a few weeks or
Right.
months later, wow, I can actually be doing more, you can change that as well. You probably won't get it right the first time is really the short of it. And so I would just encourage you to think about it thoughtfully and carefully. And really your church is just going to be grateful that you're putting so much consideration into this process.
Absolutely.
So.
So we welcome all of you to join us in becoming a regular giver, and you can do that on following the QR code on your worship folder or visiting wilshirebc.org/howtogive, where you will see a detailed outline of the different things you can give to and a link to where to give.
Yeah. So thank you so much.